Hey, my name's Robert Watkins, and I own a barbershop called the Mailroom Barber Company. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I do in my downtime. So when I'm not working, when I'm not cutting hair, when I'm not doing office work. I don't have a huge list of hobbies and activities that I do outside of work. I really love reading, hiking, mountain biking, things like that. I really just love being outside. But two things are really important to me, and that's meditation and exercise. And exercise can come in a few different forms for me. And I'll show you guys in a video one form of exercise I like, which is yoga. For exercise, I'll ride a bike. I will go to a gym and lift weights. I'll go down to the park and just use like pull-up bars and things like that. But yoga is one of my favorite ways to exercise because it's as much spiritual as it is physical. So it's like a spiritually and mental aligning as you're moving your body in tune with your breath. So I really love yoga, and meditation goes right along into that. So a lot of people think yoga is yoga is this thing where you move into really weird bendy postures, and you have to be super flexible to do it, and it's really hard, and only girls do it and all this stuff. But the truth is it's really hard, it's really physically demanding, but yoga is something that comes from India and from the Hindu culture. And the part of yoga that you actually move your body into postures or asanas is is just a tiny fraction of what yoga is. Yoga, the word yoga means union, and it's a union of body and spirit. So and you do that through meditation. It's also union with kind of like the one, everything else, all like nature. So if you're a Christian, that will be union with Christ. If you're a Buddhist, that would be, just union with oneness, or union with the present moment. So that's what the word yoga really means. It means union. And so one of the main ways to practice yoga is actually to meditate. So sitting up tall, doing breathing exercises, really calming your mind. And so meditation is really one of the most essential things in my life, because what it does is it allows you to really concentrate and really single in your focus and fix your mind on one single point. So the way meditation works is really simple but extremely hard. The best way to do this, or my favorite way, is just to sit with your back straight and tall, so your spine is all straight and stacked up. And then you close your eyes and you just notice your breath. So just notice. Maybe you notice how it feels coming in and out of your nose. Maybe you notice how it feels that your belly is rising and falling. And you just sit there and notice your breath. But what will happen is you'll notice your attention kind of wanders and then come back to the breath. Once you realize that your attention has wandered, come back to the breath. This is also called mindfulness. This is like a mindfulness meditation, and that got really popular a while back. But it was really kind of first thought of by the Buddhists. But with mindfulness, you're coming back to this present moment, and I don't really have time to get into all the benefits of that. But gosh, it just calms anxiety. It helps with concentration and focus so much. It just really clears out the cobwebs of your head. So at first, just try doing it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes ends up being a long time when you're sitting here just going, like, that was just a couple seconds. 5 minutes ends up being a really long time. So if you try meditation, just sit there and just follow your breath. And a really important thing is when you come back from a distraction, like when your mind wanders off and you're thinking about what's for lunch and whatever, come back. But don't judge yourself for that straying. Just come back without judgment. So the first part of the little time lapse is me and my wife meditating, and she's a yoga teacher, and so she actually was teaching a class online this morning. and so I did the class with her, and so we're synced up, and so you'll see us doing yoga together as well. But I usually try to meditate 30 minutes to an hour a day. So sometimes I'll split it up where I do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night before bed. And I try to do yoga every day or exercise every day. And yoga, like I said, yoga is a lot of things, not just the movements. So I do yoga every day in my meditation, but hatha yoga, which is the part where you move and you get into asanas or postures, I do that at least 3 times a week. And so, my wife and I practice hatha yoga a good bit, and I really love that form of exercise. So if you want to get started in yoga, the best way to do so, and you want to do the hatha yoga where you actually move into postures and all this stuff, just look up how to do yoga on YouTube. Look up yoga class on YouTube, and there's tons of free classes where you can just play a video if you have access to a computer or a phone somewhere, and that's a really great way to get started. There's tons of books about yoga. So meditation and yoga, that's a huge part of my spiritual, mental, physical well-being, and so I want to show you guys that. And I don't necessarily consider it a hobby or like a recreation, because it's not something I do like specifically for fun, but I really, really enjoy doing it, and it makes my life so much better. So hope you guys enjoyed the little time lapse, and take care.